PRINCE2 can be applied to any type of project, no matter its size, environment, complexity, importance, capability, or risk. Understanding people and relationships is key to project management, and people are placed at the center of the project, whether they are working on the project or affected by it. A PRINCE2 project follows 7 principles that provide a framework of good practice. The 7 practices describe aspects of project management that must be applied consistently throughout a project. The 7 processes describe the stages of a project lifecycle. The PRINCE2 method can be tailored to the project context to suit the situation in which it will be used. Each of these will be covered in more detail. PRINCE2 has been designed so it can work within any context, including organizational and commercial context, delivery method, sustainability requirements, and project scale. Organizational context. The PRINCE2 method does not assume any specific organizational context and does not require any specific organizational relationships. Commercial context. The business may have entered into a commercial relationship with a supplier following a formal tender to deliver products that fulfill the needs of the users as defined in the project's business case. The organization delivering the project, the supplier, will do so to satisfy a particular need identified by the business, the customer. The business may also divide the work into one or more elements, some of which may require different suppliers to deliver, and other elements may be delivered by the business itself. Delivery method. The delivery method is the way in which the work of the project is to be delivered. Sustainability. The business is likely to have sustainability objectives and commitments that the project needs to adhere or contribute to, which will inform the project's objectives and how it is established and managed. PRINCE2 also has sustainability as one of the 7 performance targets used to manage the project. Scale. The PRINCE2 method is flexible, so it can be simplified for small or simple projects or expanded for large or complex projects. The perceived scale of a project is relative to the organization. The PRINCE2 method does not require any specific organizational relationships between the users, suppliers, and business decision makers for the project. The users, suppliers, and business decision makers may all come from the same organization, or they may be in separate organizations with commercial agreements between them. This can vary project to project. What is essential is that all 3 points of view are considered at all times. We shall cover more on this topic in the organizing practice. The project may be part of a program or portfolio structure, or it may be a standalone project reporting to the business unit's management structure as illustrated. If part of a program, the project will be impacted by the program's approach to governance, its structure, and its reporting requirements. These are typical delivery methods. The delivery method is the way in which the work of the project is to be delivered. The project may rely on one or more delivery methods to create the required products. The linear sequential method is when each of the delivery steps to create the product occurs in sequence, and the product is released once the work has been completed. Typically, this is used in construction or manufacturing. The iterative incremental approach is often used for product development, where requirements gathering, design, development, coding, or testing occur iteratively throughout the project. The hybrid approach is used when some elements of a linear approach and some elements of iterative approach are required to product certain products. PRINCE2 provides the controlled environment for specialist delivery methods. It does not assume or require any specific delivery method. Projects need people, mainly those working on the project and those affected by the project. An understanding of the needs, capabilities, and motivations of the people involved and the relationships between them is crucial to how the project is established and managed. There is a module on people coming up later in this training course. These are the 7 core principles which underpin a PRINCE2 project. Ensure continued business justification. There must be a justifiable reason for starting the project, and the justification must remain valid throughout the project. The business justification is usually recorded in a business plan. Learn from experience. Lessons must be sought, recorded, and acted upon throughout the project. Everyone involved with the project must seek lessons learned rather than wait for someone else to provide them. Define roles, responsibilities, and relationships. Everyone must have agreed roles and responsibilities, know what to do and what to expect from others. The team initiates and builds relationships with and between internal and external stakeholders. Managed by stages. A PRINCE2 project is planned, monitored, and controlled on a stage-by-stage basis. These management stages are separated by decision points made by the project board. Managed by exception. A project defines tolerances for each objective. PRINCE2 lists 6 tolerances that can be set: time, cost, quality, scope, risk, and benefit. An issue outside an agreed tolerance is called an exception. When an exception occurs, the project manager sends an exception report to the project board, who decide what to do. Focus on products. A PRINCE2 project focuses on the definition and delivery of products, in particular, their quality requirements. Product descriptions provide the means to determine effort, estimates, resource requirements, dependencies, and activity schedules. Tailor to suit the project. A PRINCE2 project must be tailored to suit the project's size, environment, complexity, importance, capability, and risk. All other aspects of the PRINCE2 project can be adjusted, but principles cannot be changed. All 7 must be applied when running a project, otherwise you are not upholding the PRINCE2 values and therefore not running a PRINCE2 project. The PRINCE2 practices. Business case. The purpose of the business case is to enable the project manager and the project board to judge whether the project remains desirable and achievable. Organizing. This practice describes the roles and responsibilities that the PRINCE2 project management team requires to manage the project effectively. Plans. PRINCE2 projects proceed based on a series of plans. Each plan matches the needs of people at different levels. They are the focus of communication and control throughout the project. Quality. The purpose is to enable each team member to understand the quality attributes of the products and how these requirements will be delivered. Risk. This practice addresses how project management deals with uncertainty, both positive and negative. Issues. This practice helps to identify, assess, and control change requests or issues that arise during the project. Progress. The progress practice demonstrates how to control the project and know where you are against the current plan and determines whether and how the project should proceed. There will be an opportunity to complete exercises for each practice later in the course. This is the PRINCE2 process model. Note the 3 management levels on the left-hand side, which are delivering, managing, and directing. Each level has specific responsibilities and activities to perform at the different stages. Starting up a project, the purpose is to gather sufficient information to decide if it is worth investing in the detailed planning of the project. Directing a project, this runs from project startup until its closure. The project board directs the project by means of reports at various decision points. Initiating a project, this involves establishing whether there is justification to proceed with the project. At this stage, a business case is developed and resources are committed by the project board. Controlling a stage, this involves the monitoring and control activities performed by the project manager. The project manager must ensure that each stage stays on course and must react to unexpected issues. This process describes the day-to-day management of the project. Managing product delivery, this ensures that the planned products are created and delivered. This process controls the link between the project manager and the team managers. The team managers coordinate an area of work that will deliver 1 or more products. Managing a stage boundary, this provides the project board with key decision points where they can decide whether to continue with the project or close it down. Closing a project, this covers the project manager's work in completing the project either at its end or at a premature close. Here the project manager prepares information for the project board so that they can confirm that the project may close. Simple projects have fewer stages than longer ones. You will be able to explore each process in more detail later in the course.